solution, your dependable private aviation solution, and a Magnan Edema. Which you now there is a lot to talk about and then in terms of the analysis. This weekend, the biggest game in Europe, obviously, was at Stamford Bridge. Now, Rich, BB, it was a serious tactical battle between the two managers. The undertones of the match did remind us a Pep Guardiola assistant in the past to be in an Asia or touchline one. Now, before the game, I chanced on an article from Julian Baleg. I read a personal autobiographer for Lionel Messi and also Enzo Maresca down for power. Now, on my some small insights before the game. Maybe it would have been more exciting to talk about that in Chelsea TV video, but still, people say many material for watching. But like I say, Abra Enzo Maresca Ekokushia Chelsea sporting directors for the very first time. No? Or can I say me true? What can I say? Chelsea team no more building. No? Whether or no Maresca ends up as the coach or he doesn't end up as the coach or manager for Chelsea, that squad will dominate England in the next 5 to 10 years or catch them. Then Enzo Maresca go through the system. No? One thing I mean, sure say, and the OBN the many say, Enzo Maresca will go see you. No, so watch Chelsea matches in and he could view an analysis for almost every Chelsea player no one with team in him. Until they were also excited with that. Chelsea were considering Thomas Frank and Kenny McKenna at the time. But Enzo Maresca catch up say, oh no, the next set of interview don't be someone in the year. And now the obet back, or you let me feel Leicester, about back to London to come and do that interview because we're booking a planned holiday with Onine Busia. Now on Fana Busia Samun Diagro. Into Onine Rene Echo Spain in Marbella. Into Chelsea for no. Almost power than the money back on Marbella Honum. The next day he will fly and come back to London. Now in Chelsea for 1 year. When Enzo Maresca the next day left Coba Honuma or Coba Marbella. And at Chelsea for na the chair when Stanley Stewart, Baghdad Ekbali, Todd Bowley, a form of private jet straight to Marbella. And Enzo Maresca will be on the holiday. Yes, so Mudru on my papa Nanka said he just shook hands with him. And I'm catching the Juman 1 year the mouth. We believe say we are a very good coach, but also what you say you were a partner to us in a Juman year, and so we will get success. And now was a big question for Chelsea and Enzo Maresca team. But for me, I think that it was a huge tactical battle between the two managers. And a lot of respect to Mikel Arteta, a lot of respect to Enzo Maresca. There was a lot of similarities in what the two managers wanted to do. Idea na Maresca person here without the ball. Any idea na Mikel Arteta person here without the ball were similar. Idea na Enzo person here with the ball. Any idea na Mikel Arteta person here with the ball were similar. And we will get into that analysis for you. First tactical switch at Chelsea here, even before the game started, was the planner. Not Chelsea for any come. Say Enyadi Ombe starting a branch here, Fredo, Rhys James at left back or force him to play at right back. Your code gave him pay. Chelsea started a branch here, friend, almost started a branch here, friend Malo Gusto, then played Marco Correa. See, be a tactical board down. Who was it? A branch here, friend Marco Correa was on the left. Then Malo Gusto was on the right. Then it's on him. About with Abrante friend Levi Cole. Then played with Abrante friend Wesley Fofana as the two centre back pair. Of course, Robert Sanchez will post him. Adia Bakwa Sanchez are accustomed to everything that Chelsea does. Our Chelsea Football Club team on him. Chelsea fans need to say, say Enzo Maresca born or born. Most of the times, now saying Enzo Fernandez ain't a bit more tactical board. Bimbo and a camera say Chelsea born in Fiifi for them now. A Romeo Lavia, any a better friend Moise Caicedo in a trend Fiifi. Now, Enzo Maresca explaining say what he wanted was the defensive balance of the middle of the park. Ubenya a better friend Romeo Lavia, any Moise Caicedo in the middle of the park. Rich Chelsea here no ball any more no. Obviously, Nicolas Jackson, Pedro Neto. Any branch friend in Noni Madueke. So this is what I was trying to explain to you. In Chelsea's 4-3-3, Instead of Nyoye against Manchester United or Rhys James on the left hand side, no, Wanya Sadi any beam or dropping Rhys James, brought back Marco Correa into the team, then a double pivot of our branch here, friend Romeo Lavia, and Moise Caicedo, then Cole Palmer as the 10. On the right, Noni Madueke, on the left, our branch here, friend Pedro Neto, to form the base of Chelsea at Children. Now, Mikel Arteta also got Declan Rice back into the team, you know. When your branch here, friend Martin Odegaard back into the team. Into the Arsenal game was another 4-3-3, but this time William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Abrantia, your friend Julian Timber, then on the other side Benjamin White in the middle of the park, Thomas Partey, Abrantia, your friend Declan Rice sitting in the middle of the park, having Abrantia, your friend Martin Odegaard in the middle of the park as a 10. Then on the left and on the right, the wingers to Bukayo Saka and Abrantia friend Gabriel Martinelli with Kai Havertz leading the line. So even nominally. Not Chelsea for any Arsenal for set up were the same. Now it was what will change in the variations in possession, any out of possession. Then a Chelsea be yes Onyabona, then Arsenal be yes Onyabona. How will both of them exploit each other's weaknesses in and out of possession? And Mikai said, in the lead up to the game, I did Bakwana me boss upon and say the Chelsea biggest chance will come from how they will exploit Arsenal's rest defense. Because Yakaniha say one of the best things for English Premier League are adding for you to break them down. Hey, Arsenal Football Club. Now, Omobo hybrid, mid block, low block, 4-4-2, base no field format, adding for you to play through them. And how were Chelsea going to do that? Game starts here from the beginning of the game to the 26th minute. In build up, Chelsea decided to build with a 3. But 3 of them building. Omobo BMU. It Wesley Fofana and FBM by the 26th minute. She may be a Wesley Fofana. Then look at the left hand side. Baby, a right friend of Marco Correa. Then the tool to build right in front of the 6-yard box was a right friend of Robert Sanchez and then Levi Cole. Chelsea is planning, and I say, in beat Arsenal to press. You can see, say, in this area, Chelsea tries to make play out from the back. Arsenal ever be pressing. Now, Arsenal had 2 excellent press schemes. Say Chelsea for a use Robert Sanchez. Young more aggressive. You throw in more numbers in the press zone area more. Me turning the possession on from here. Then we can hit Chelsea. Chelsea who is an the plan was never to go to Moise Caicedo or Romeo Lavia. But you saw him as a decoy. Now switch the ball about left Hase. Say ball become Marco Correa and sir or the bottom left corner of your screen now. You will see that a bunch of friend Cole Palmer will also pop up to come and play more like a left player. Now, when you ask now for Richardo, Arsenal a very brilliant side. This is when Chelsea have been able to play through Arsenal personal. But, say, Bonnie be do Fiifi on Marcia. Cole Palmer without the ball. Thomas Partey air shadow marker. I say, oh, my marking kakra. But Bonnie be do Fiifi never can love you and Caicedo aggressive. Then you see that Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, they will be aggressive in central areas to try and win the ball in this area and prevent Abranche friend Cole Palmer from winning the ball and then turning over possession. I thought that was an excellent game plan from Arsenal. For Arsenal sat in the mid block 4-4-2. Young locking Fiifi on them. Young preventing Chelsea for them from having loads on the possession. Young put through game with Fiifi for them. Then we can impose ourselves in the game. Chelsea's biggest threat in the game throughout was how to get out of the blocks of Arsenal for them. Send on behalf Arsenal for caught in the 4-4-2 mid blocker. How can Chelsea play out from that area? How will Chelsea hit the reach? This is something that also happened. Anytime Chelsea were able to play from the first phase to the second phase, Omunyaba do this area. In Arsenal's 4-4-2, the plan was for Odegaard and Abranche friend Kai Havertz to block the passing lanes from Abranche friend Lavia and Abranche friend Moises Caicedo. Senebeya, Chelsea cannot find them. It is consistently, you will see that Declan Rice, any Abranche friend Malo Gustoso. Then on the other side, which is out of your picture, you will see that Thomas Partey consistently was on Cole Palmer. Say, you started game, because Enzo Maresca and Rhys James need to know. It means that Malo Gusto was playing in the right half space. So like as a right number 10. Chelsea Kitabona. Then on the left hand side, Abrante Fen Kopama became the left number 10 on the other side. So Chelsea now want to say, I'm block passing with Fiifi also. Then you see that Thomas Partey will come and cover shadow Abrante Fen Kopama. Then Declan Rice will do same to Abrante Fen Malo Gusto, blocking all the passing lanes to Chelsea number 10. Now, this is where, say, apart from tactics, only coaches for needing Koma. On the catch, say, don't ever renege on the quality of a player. That only coach, we can be the best tactical brain, but Rich, say player need to pack swa. Nyaka, how good the player is. Player on the IQ to say, the cognitive ability to say. In times like this, Yachan will part to say, oh, Boma Lavia. But you're blocking Lavia passing lane. Okay, anyway, Boma Kopama. You're blocking Kopama passing lane. How then do you progress the ball? What's the example number the man Arsenal? In this time, that is where the quality of Chelsea's two centre backs were very, very important. Me sure so be share give me BPR. Very, very familiar with this picture. Central circle any. Abrante Fen Wesley Fofana any. Consistently, anytime Arsenal sat very compact to move for the man, no more prevented Chelsea from playing through them. There were two options. Chelsea have two centre backs abako very good at ball carrying. You forward inflate them. You can create breaking lines no. Then we create chances from that. Then the other one in Abrante Fen Levacola, on where the pass master, he will rather pass to break the lines. This is a clear example of Abrante Fen Wesley Fofana picking the ball from deep, carrying it to Arsenal for a moment, then adding Abrante Fen car but trying to close him down and a Chelsea in free kick. Consequently, and it was the same for Arsenal. Arsenal so build up. Sometimes Partey will come in between the two centre backs. Number 3. Sometimes Urientimia now comes as part of the back three. Then they will move Benjamin White inside. Now Benjamin White not moving inside. No. The plan was that say Benjamin White about Pedro Neto will follow him. The Pedro Neto follow the ball Fiifi. There is space for Bukayo Saka and then Marco Correa 1v1. And that was one of the big battles of the game. Okay. If for a reason, that was probably maybe Kukurea was the best giver, best player on the night.
So no the best player.
Saka man easy one man. Saka was good also to an extent.
Okay.
And it goes back to the conversation about Nyamega say only tactics conversation if you man. Then it comes down to the quality of the player. The quality of Marco Correa because Saka excellent player. Yeyi Pedro Neto few of them. Into ultimate money man be numerical superiority 1v1. Now 1v1 na all ball extra them. How then do you close down Abrante Fen Bukayo Saka and consistently? So watch Marco Correa or some shattering run be as or as an originally toast so waiting for you to come or jumping on every time Bukayo Saka won the ball from there. I think that game was very, 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 very tactical. Now reaching me. The 2 goals that were scored, and then you see what Chelsea game. Arsenal actually the first goal, and so Arsenal goal on share it was a ball. Now Obia, I'm gonna pull Chelsea forward to the right and left hand side this side. Now, Rich, I want you to engage me in this one. Who is it? Martin Odegaard in here, and when you're born in this zone, and at Chelsea almost 3 players. So you call Will Freeman. Kukurea, Abrante Fen Romeo Lavia, any Kopama. Omunyina about to come and close down on Martin Odegaard. Now, in trying to close down Martin Odegaard, Levacola stepping back into where play Arsenal for it on.
Onside, yeah.
Into Bukayo Saka. Or Hooks and Levacola play it on. Into where pull it to the Oshe ball. Hope he said the ball will get into the space. Now, look at Gabriel Martinelli. So, if the eventual goal scorer, almost won. Someone played it on. Marich. Debi Amikacho say, "Oh, in South 4-3-3, that's how we defend here. Oh, yeah, your wingers to come back and come and help you." Now look at the far post. Abrante Fen Malo Gustoni. Almost overloaded with 3 Arsenal. Now, where is the support supposed to come from? Look at this guy.
Yeah.
No need Madueke. Instead, some come back jog quicker. I have a no close ball.
He was late.
No, he late. And I said, "Ocean the body language."
Oba na born out of space. I'm here boss that.
Ocean the body language. I said, "Oh, jog. I said, why relax me? I will excel them." And that is how that ball came. Of course, you make me blame Robert Sanchez because goalkeeper there. Yes, sure. First pose are very, very questionable. But it starts from Noni Madueke. His inability to come in and then come and help a branch friend.
The problem I have with him is Ba any chance no man shall.
Or don't fuku.
They know who saves no.
Yeah.
Point blank six. These are saves. I mean, top goalkeepers. Show.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Ba was says oh, where the chairman, you know, Buana. When not, Yamian Green. Mitrazaza. Goalkeeper, what the poor now than one of Bobon say. What's my bonus?
Now, even
at
the beginning of this at the game, so Becca, Martinelli had the same chance.
Yeah, Ochino,
and Ochino, or the far post on him. You need to be forced to go there again. You need to protect the narrative.
The other games.
Chelsea goal did come from, you see, Enzo Fernandez, Betsias, Jumano without the ball. We need some physicality. But the other part also is that Sebon Enzo Fernandez and Sa. Adia Bakona throughout the game, not Chelsea team wants to play the ball central. No one had Arsenal for no. Arsenal were very passive in our press around this time. But one time about Enzo Fernandez and Sano, he was able to slot the ball through to a branch friend Pedro Neto, who struck home and got Chelsea the equalizer. It's match in the year, you know. When I have here, Baba Catcher or no.
Oh, but me bomb basu.
Yeah.
Yamian Mukrin.
I see the grand scheme of things.
Yemfa Bibian 20. Some do be any minute Chelsea. But me shep matches are number book.
Yeah.
Any baby at Chelsea more than Yamian Mukrini.
Chelsea are both City.
My idea, Papa,
Liverpool, Arsenal.
We go now. Liverpool, Manchester, and we say them to
yeah.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
Let's start the end of my 2 months. The games now catching in the
games. My idea. Traditional top 6 side on board any newly promoted side.
My idea.
After the international break from January going on.
Is a league in a mobile Moncassim with Yajibi. No Munyamo Buditi.
No, Chelsea can't.
Games in that Damon Media. Moncassim with Yajibi. But I'm coffee. Yeah, sure. Young Bob, the Akan song. Na yemfa nkwanim anra Pep Guardiola say Lucy the 4th game in the season. What is wrong?
Which I think is a combination of a lot of reasons. City team no man, you know, say at some point in time the City team is the most oldest in the English Premier League. Some for on first 11 now. Gunu and Beckham company as I say the team is very, very old. And I think that Brighton for took a cue from near Bournemouth 1 year. When the last time I catch you say, Bournemouth did not respect Manchester City. They took the game to them. See, take away the fact that Rodri is out of the team. But these are two very aggressive teams. Almost pressing City very, very aggressively. Now, look at this on rotation. City double pivot number some of the building up ball if you Brighton for them pressing on the ball. And then because City don't have a lot of energy to dispense it, they allow Brighton to build the ball from the back. And consistently, Brighton will do a 4v3 in the final third to consistently hold the ball and then play through Manchester City. Bonnie Becker, branch friend Kovacic and Sa, they will be aggressive on him, win the ball, and then 10 possession over. Last line before City, Brighton for the second goal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players versus City for 4 players, consistently forcing the issue. I think that all of the teams on match against Manchester City in the last 4 games of Malusuno have all been very, very, brave.
Yeah. You beat a City.
Yeah, Ruben Amorim was not scared.
If you are there about coming home, Pep on say, young boy, be no born with it on. Are they?
Pussy.
Massa. Oh, I can get a bench. Oh, book crucial games, edit Brighton. And you see, only my going to Saturday, me catch us say City bought the same thing on my ball against Bournemouth in Sporting CP on my show. We are talking about a team who did 2 goals at 2 Liverpool net.
Yeah.
So it tells you say a team about goal scorer minimum yet.
You won't lose this season.
And the M1 when I line up and I know about that young boy. Abraham can Jimmy at the already who team is a team control game.
Yeah.
First and City control game no. and at mini games.
I think
that would mean control game.
The idea
now
the idea from Pep and
or Jin who did do sometimes on Gandhi result.
No, but sometimes the idea from Pep and say, well, yes, Gandhi results makes a lot of sense. But honestly, when you say you need road will control game of Fiifi,
Intibo Akanji.
They say no, but Akanji is a very good ball playing player.
Young boy, Ibo. Oh, yeah, sure, Sababu City.
No, but see,
inexperience in the Dawson.
Well,
what there's a team be attack it here.
But
it's so simple.
But it born the next week. Walker.
Okay, on this sporting CP. The same to on board go careers. Young boy with us. Me here say I'm not the board.
Maybe Liverpool do know. They're not going to win the league.
Sure, they will.
But you see,
I feel a city, but a Liverpool Beji League.
Which is too early. Come down. You see, Zando catch him at the beginning of the season. Say Liverpool Beji League. But me catch him say there are two reasons why I doubt that Liverpool can win the league. One, the fact that Liverpool need the squad depth that I think they need to win the league. Now I'm saying this because an injury to Luis Diaz, Mohamed Salah, and any of the attackers, there's a like Liverpool any will be a Sabi. You understand where I'm coming from? Yes, there's a possibility that Liverpool goes through the whole season without an injury. I mean, adios, so make me a league, you know. But again, Liverpool for they've never controlled a game for 90 minutes. Can they always play like that throughout the season? Is it possible for that to happen? Liverpool have they not all got into the ceiling of Bono? Is there not going to be a time where they begin to falter? That's my issue. And for me, I would want to look at them, Kakra. But Rich, staying at home, beating Aston Villa by 2-0 is a mark of a bit Magic League. And you can't take it away from them. They were excellent in dispatching Villa for them. Now, Utie Arnie Slaughter. And Slaughter say, only Aston Villa for them ball. He realized that Villa consistently didn't want to engage. And almost Liverpool for them knew that they had to be patient. No one time for them to jump before they play through. They only 2 times. Aston Villa for engaging, almost stepping out of almost press, almost shape no bench and paper. The Liverpool played through them and then got the 2-0 and then they were up there. Of course, and then you will give a lot of credit to team friend in Liverpool. Look at this build up from Liverpool for them. They were showing them. And how they overloaded Aston Villa in making sure say they get the win. Rich, Barca for them. Offside.
Before I call Barca game, no, there is a coupon on Facebook. I send a message. I don't know, say, I say, Pep said he wanted to play Akanji, but he said he wasn't feeling his legs.